welcome to Social Buzz Extra here on Global Television this beautiful day. What do we have for you today? I am your host, Ogochko Mobno. I must tell you that today we have a lot to talk about because the weekend has been filled with trending issues online. Like I told you earlier in the morning during the Global Morning, I told you that we're going to be bringing three issues your way, trending issues your way. But you know, because we have limited time, we've also selected few trending issues that are really making waves on the internet right now. So we're going to be moving right into the topic of discuss right away. Today our first topic is talking about Alibaba, who's debate online. So I'll be reading this debate he talked about. He said, according to him, he said, a man can decide not to marry a woman even after he had promised to do so, comedian Alibaba says, as he draws an example between Joseph and Mary in the Bible. A promise to marry is an unbalanced platform to rely on when grave issues are concerned. Welcome back. That's a bit of a glitch from the technical department. So please, we are so sorry for that glitch. But we're talking about Alibaba, who actually raised a trending debate online concerning people being promised to get married. You know, when you tell a lady, when you promise a lady, do not worry, I promise to get married to you, and you break that promise, what happens afterwards? So we are reading about the whole issue on the trending, debates that Alibaba brought online. He said, according to him, a man can decide not to marry a woman even after he had promised to do so. Well, he also, drew examples from Joseph and Mary in the Bible. He says, a promise to marry is an unbalanced platform to rely on when grave issues are concerned. A woman can agree to marry you and find out that your staff of office has been decommissioned and decides to opt out. You can't bandy a victim's card off after you promised. A partner can also call off a relationship even after the bride price has been paid because of something she just found out. Before a promise to marry is tendered, please tender yourself to genotype and blood group verification. If it becomes clear after a promise is carved out of you and she is AS and you are SS, don't listen to any. What God cannot do does not resist adversary. Flee fast and furiously. He also went ahead to say, if he is violent and physically expresses himself when upset, it's not a red flag. It's God talking to you. Run. Oh, if she is also like that too, let your head talk to legs and quickly too, like take to your heels, run away. So maybe you later discovered after he dropped on a knee and proposed that he is intimidated by your career strides. If you don't vamoose, that knee will be on your career, on your neck soon. Finally, it is not by force. Don't go jumping off any third mainland bridge because someone changed their mind. When you get to the next bridge, you cross it, but be alive. As for you, after you told him to go and told him he's too full of himself, he should get lost and must really think he is all that. How do you want us to talk to him? That you were just upset? Or what does Otiwanjo Rere Loju means in Yoruba language? Again, he wrote. Well, for the Yorubas, I'm sure you can interpret that. So Alibaba here was just simply trying to let us know that in as much as people promise to get married to you, after promising and maybe after proposal, things can actually change. So don't dwell on, but you promised, but this happened. Someone can actually promise to get married to you, but along the line, while you are dating, you're courting, you kind of experience a form of attitude, character that you know you cannot put up with. Like people will always, like they say, and you get to know that marriage is for your lifetime. And once you have taken your vows and all of that, the priest, the imam, and everybody makes a prayer, you are in for it. It's like a school that you never get to graduate from, except maybe you decide to opt out by law, or maybe you are giving yourself a break, maybe form of a separation, but you are there for life till death do you part, like they always say when you're taking your vows. So most times, I think what Alibaba is trying to say is, most time always try to be careful. Watch out for the people you say you want to say I do with. Watch out for the people you are dating. Don't let it get to the point where you have to hang yourself, or maybe stand threatening yourself in front of a 3rd million bridge, trying to drown yourself, or fall into the bridge and drown yourself to death, all because you're in a relationship. So before you say I do, before that man or that woman tell you let's get married, please always try to watch the person's character. It is better, they'll tell you, a failed relationship is better than a failed marriage. So it's better the relationship dies, it fails, and it never resurrects, than you go into the marriage and you are receiving beating here and there. You have a black eye patch and they ask you what's going on, and you tell the person, I slept on the wrong hand. You look for excuses. So please, I know everyone wants to get settled. You want to be with the love of your life, but then before you go ahead to say yes I do, watch the person. So if the person has this kind of attitude in between while you're dating and you find out this thing, please don't stay there and say, oh, he promised to marry me, so he has to marry me. Please, he doesn't have to marry you, and she doesn't have to marry you. A lot of people, I read a story like a few months ago where a man kind of threatened to kill his girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, because he said he has spent so much on the girl. He has he raised the girl, like typically raised the girl in school, paid for her tuition fee while she was in the university, and only for the girl to graduate. After some time, she said she's not going to get married to the man anymore, and that man threatened to take her life. In fact, he said if he doesn't end up with the lady, then he's not going to end up with anybody. Okay, so there are two different sides to this particular story that I just shared. It's either maybe the girl find out along the line that this person isn't good for me, this is not someone actually manage my life with, or I can live with, not manage, this is not someone I can live with, so I don't think this person is good for me, and maybe decide to opt out. And maybe it could be from a point of trying to be too smart, taking a smart one on the guy and telling the guy, okay, you have tried for me, you paid my tuition fee, now it's time for me to leave and go meet up with somebody else, which is not a good one. But if the first one I just mentioned, if that's her reason, then why not? Please flee. And also for the guys too. If you even promise a lady marriage, you have promised her to marry her and all of that, and you get to see things like that, you get to see some character, she's not really compatible for you. It is better you remain single and wait for the next bus to enter than to enter the wrong one. Well, we're going to be taking comments from social media as regards this topic, and the first comment is coming from Dark Pearl 111, and Dark Pearl says, women can also promise a man not marry him after taking so much from him, and are we communicating? Okay, I think that pair is kind of misquoting or misunderstanding what Alibaba said, but I'm hoping that my explanation earlier on must have actually helped her, because most times women always feel attacked whenever people or men say something online. Women always feel attacked, but sometimes we just try to reason it. I understand that we are not very logical most times. We are more of a very emotional being. So I think that pair is actually speaking from an emotional part. Then the next comment is coming from Prince Dewale, and Prince Dewale says, I think some ladies just deliberately want to stick with the narrative that you already made a promise to. The promise to me is the beginning of the journey and the intention he has about you. If along the line he discovers things that are beyond him or sees the other side of you beyond tolerable, he can decide to opt out. Most of the time we come with good intentions, but some women ignore the fact that actions going forward will impact end result. Alafia. That's how he ends his quote, by saying Alafia. Anyways, like I said, it's better to be in a failed relationship than be in a failed marriage. So most times, please try to look out. It's not all about, oh, he promised me. Not like that. Well, we'll be moving over to the next topic for today, and it's activist Mama P confronts Labour Party Chairman Abure. A video showing the moment activist Mama P confronted factional chairman of Labour Party Julius Abure has surfaced online. She released a video online accusing him of sending thugs to attack her at the airport after she had a confrontation with him. She had seen him at the airport and challenged him over the leadership crisis rocking the political party, Labour Party. She accused him of destroying the party. She also shared a video of some persons and claimed they assaulted and even threatened to shoot her for confronting Abure. A video has now surfaced showing the moment she confronted him. Let's take a look at both videos.
Are you not Julius Abure? So what are you not doing with the Labour Party? Police, they find you, you the enter a plane. Police, they find you. Is that not Julius Abure? Are you open a key? We the tie you man. Are you not Julius Abure? Are you not Julius Abure? Look at them! 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 See them! They want to beat me. I saw Julius Abure and I told him that you are the one destroying the lives of Nigerians. And then he brought thugs. He brought thugs to harass me. Look at them. Can you see them? Can you see them? Yes. Look at them. See them. He brought thugs to harass me. I saw Julius Abure of Labour Party inside the mass air. And I told him, I said, you are the one destroying the lives of Nigerians. You sold Labour Party. And then he called his thugs to wait for me at the airport. Oh, the other one hit me in my eyes. This one said he's going to shoot me. This one said he's going to shoot me. Were you not here? Were you not here? It's okay. Look at them, oh. Look at them. He brought thugs. All of them. I have it on camera. Trenches. Hello. Where are you going? Where are they going to? Okay. Madam, what's it happen? I did on live video. You they call me.
All right, we've seen that video. She actually made a live video, Mama P, which she's an activist, a popular one, and also people know her so well. And she made a live video confronting Julius Abure, the chairman for the Labour Party. And I must tell you that, honestly, it didn't go down well with me. I don't know about you, but, you know, confronting a man with that kind of, you know, rank in the society, he is the chairman of the Labour Party, sorry. So confronting him and even insulting him in the presence of other dignitaries is actually bad. So she met Julius Abure in the airport while he was going to Benin. He was flying to Edo State, Benin City, for, you know, the IGP's, the former IGP's burial. And you know, she met him, started insulting with the, are you not Julius Abure? You want to tell the police are looking for you. You are here destroying the party and also destroying the nation. You are part of the people who are destroying the nation, and words like that. You could see it actually in that video. It didn't go down well with me. If you want to address some people or some politicians that you feel they are not doing well, I think there are other ways, proper ways of confronting them and talking to them. And the next time, the next part of the video where you saw was talks trying to, you know, hit her, they were threatening her to kill her, and you could actually see blood and all of that, and she had a patch in her eyes where they actually hit her. but she just assumed that it was actually from Julius. Julius, on the other hand, had come out to say, it is not from me. These are maybe relatives or fans or people who follow him, you know, that felt like that video wasn't really needed, which was the first one where she was insulting him. And right now, I must tell that Mama P has been detained. She has been arrested and detained. Let's take a comments from social media as regards this topic. And our first comment is coming from Natasha LC. And Natasha says, I remember when a Canadian citizen told the then Prime Minister JT of and how he was destroying the country. JT smiled, tried to defend himself and a little bit and took a walk. He didn't harass anyone. The citizens have a right to air their opinion whenever necessary. This was just verbal and not physical. Okay, that's Natasha, you know, airing her view, and she feels like, okay, it wasn't actually right for him to bring talks. But he said he wasn't the one who sent those talks. But I know those talks came as a result of what happened earlier in the airport. So the next comment is coming from Estom Empire. And Estom says, that is public harassment. She deserved the pickup and explanation, though she was right. She deserved the pickup and explanation, though she was right. It is public harassment, and to someone like that with holding a high office in the country, then please, we should all know when to speak. I just feel like I understand that freedom of speech is everyone's right, but also know when to speak and know how to speak. Very, very important. The third comment is coming from Kenny Star 1278, and Kenny Star says, let those people calm down. Imagine the chaos that will arise if everybody starts attacking the politicians they don't like anywhere they see them. Even Peter Obi might not be safe too. Okay, this person had to drag Peter Obi to this because Mama P is a strong follower of Peter Obi. She's an advocate of Peter Obi, and she actually also campaigned during the last election in 2023 for Peter Obi, you know, so him winning the presidential election. So I think that's the reason why this person had to drag Peter Obi. You can imagine if we all go about harassing the politicians we do not like whenever we see them and all of that. It is actually very, very wrong. So imagine if Mama P actually aired her thoughts politely. She was in the same plane with this man. Also, some persons in the plane also gathered that even though when they entered the plane, she still left her seat, met him, and also continued with the harassment, which is actually not a good one. We'll be going on a short break, and when we return, we have one more story for you. So stay tuned. Alright, welcome back from that quick break. Like I mentioned, we've talked about Mama P and some other discussions. We've talked about Alibaba with the debate raised online as to will you marry who promised you, or you will watch and just see if the person is compatible with you before agreeing and all of that. And we also moved over to Mama P, who harassed the Labour Party chairman Abure, and now we're moving over to Lagos. In a bid to curtail the perennial flooding in the right, we've seen that short clip and we have a lot to tell you about it, but then we're going to be taking comments from social media as regards this whole issue. And the first comment is coming from Tick Goddess, and Tick Goddess says the government knows how to handle this issue if they wanted to, because in a sane country the person who approved it would be in jail by now. The next comment is coming from the next comment we have today is coming from Chi Babi. And Chibabi says, with all the houses they demolished last year, it's still flooded this year. I'm yet to see a video of Lagos State government making any effort to work on the drainages or make a passage for the free flow of water. After demolition of all these houses, what next? What other initiative do you guys have at Lagos State government? Only a destructive government will find solution only in destruction of properties. It is a big shame. We have one more comment for you as regards this demolition, and the last comment is coming from Jeku Universe. And Jack Universal. Jack Universal says, the people are fighting to survive while the government is fighting them for surviving. Who approved the building plans initially? Well, those are the comments we have concerning this demolition, and I must tell you that every year you will know that every year Lagos is always flooded, especially the Lekki axis, the whole island area is always flooded, and I've heard this for like years. I can't even count less years, every year. So what exactly has the government done? What have they put in place? What are the policies? What are they doing? Because if they demolish houses this year, the next year you'll see that that same is that portion of land that was demolished, someone else has raised a building there. Who sells the land to these people who raise building every year? And it's actually not fair on these these people, because you cannot sell a land to someone and the person finish raising the building only for you to come destroy it, saying that it's blocking the waterway. So who is selling the building to these people, that always raise this land? This building is really very, very wrong. I think the Lagos State government has to do something about it. It's not just about selling the land space. It's not about selling that space. What happens at the end of the day when it's being sold and someone actually raised up a property? What are they going to do? I'm sure Lagos State has a map. You should know the map properly. Lagos State is covered with water. It's more like a bit of an island. It's covered with water. Like there's water everywhere. When you look at this place, you see the Atlantic Ocean and all of that. There's water everywhere. So what are we doing about it? What is the Lagos State government doing about it? It's not about demolition properties. The last time, the trade fair complex was demolished, and right now houses in Lekki are being demolished for same purpose, and this happens like every year. It goes on all the time. So I think it is high time they put a stop to all of this and make sure that they restore peace and restore sanity to this environment. People don't want to waste their money. You don't go buy lands and come just because you want to waste your money. No, developers are putting huge money into these properties they are developing. And the thing that bothers me most is that this environment sells like for a high. You can't even buy land like that. You can't even buy a property in Lekki for just few nairas. We are talking about billions of naira. So these properties are very, very expensive, only for them to be demolished after a year. So I think a permanent solution should be given to things like this. Lagos, we shouldn't be hearing things like flooding all the time. Well, I wish we had more time, but we do not have time anymore on our side. So this is where we'll be drawing the curtains for today on Social Buzz Extra. I hope you had fun today on Social Buzz Extra. You know how we do it, always bringing you everything buzzing on social media down to your phone. And be part of this conversation. Please use the social media handles you're seeing right there on your screen to be part of the conversation. Always drop your comments, share your likes too, please, is also needed. I am Ogot Kumobno, and for today, that's all we have for you. So bye-bye.